Shalom. Wise Wu said, giving you all a chance to get in. Now, what you're looking at, now, like I said, what you're looking at is the different orders of days in the cosmos. So a day for man is 4 parts: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. A day for the star, from the perspective of man, is summer, spring, fall, and winter. But that's just one day for the star, but from man's perspective, it's a year. Now you have a day on the galactic level, but from man's perspective, this is a yuga. So a yuga, a year, and a day is the same thing from different levels of life. Of course, we're on the organism level, you have the solar level, and you have the galactic level. And of course, you have the universe level. But a yuga is basically the 4 parts of a galaxy's day. The same way you have 4 parts of a solar system or a star's day. Same way you have 4 parts of a man's day. So if you ever wonder, like, what is the yuga cycles overall? It's basically an aspect of time, meaning man follows the time of the stars. So we get our year from the star, meaning our solar system. It goes through its 4 parts of its day. Basically, it's morning, afternoon, evening, and night. But from our perspective, that makes for a whole year. Summer, spring, winter, fall. On a galaxy level, a galaxy has a day as well. But from the star's perspective, it would be a year. And from man's perspective, it would be 1,000 years. So a galaxy's day is 1,000 years to man. A star's day is 1 year to man. And of course, you have the Kalpa cycle, which is the universe's day, and it's 4 parts. And that's 1,000,000 years to man. So the universe's day is 1,000,000 years to man. The galaxy's day is 1,000 years to man. And the star, its day is 1 year for man. So it goes up by 1,000. Meaning the solar system, from the perspective of man, is 1 year. Sorry, let me lower this. From the perspective of man, the star system's day is a year, 1 year. From the perspective of man, viewing the galaxy in its day, it's 1,000 years. So that's like 1 times 1,000. Now, above the galaxy's day, which is a yuga to man, or you can say just the galactic year. When you get to the universe's day, which is basically 1,000,000 years to man, so 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. So like I said, each level goes up 1,000. And this is how you understand Yuga cycles. Of course, it goes deeper than that. This is going to be included in the new book I'm about to release. This wisdom concerning Yuga cycles. So you have a day for a man in its 4 parts. You have a day for the star in its 4 parts. Day for the galaxy in its 4 parts. And a day for the universe in its 4 parts. So you can basically say every million years, remember, every million years is one day for the universe. The universe has a sleep and awake cycle no different than us. So look at it like this. The universe wakes up and goes to sleep. From the perspective of man, that's a million-year process. So let's just say 500,000 years is the awake portion, and 500,000 years is the sleep portion. We're living in the sleep portion. So like you use your own body and the cells inside. Every day you wake up and you go to sleep, right? Let's say when you sleep, that whole time span, of course, that 8 hours or so, could be millions of years to the cell life in you because it's on a whole nother level. And that, do you get my point? Your whole night or your whole sleep is generations and generations of cells living and dying during that time. And when you wake up, let's say their time is done in a whole, it's a whole new start. So like that, we live in the universe's unconsciousness. If you look up, dark cosmic space, the universe is sleep. When the universe wakes up, the way they speak of it in the Mahabharata, all of existence will end. So let's say every day for the universe, every day for the universe is a million years for man. Let's say every million years, everything in existence will die. And then you get my point. On the rise of the universe, things will start coming back to life. Y'all awake? Peace and wisdom, infinite mind. Jesse McCormick. And so that's a yuga. I was explaining that, just giving you all a chance to get in here. I want to explain what dolls are on a deep level. But you all come in here every day like y'all have some sort of disdain. You want to prove a point to me of some sort. I want to say this. Prove a point to me, like an adult, and make sure you have a point. Otherwise, I don't want to carry on with y'all. I don't know y'all in that way. Y'all come in here stealing, doing dumb stuff, not having no awareness of your crooked ways, yet you talking about wisdom. I don't like to mix stupidity, you know? And I don't like to carry on with people that choose to be dumb. Wisdom is a moral etiquette. I'm not sure if that part goes over y'all head. Peace and wisdom, Pagey. Like I said, I'm not sure if that part goes over y'all head. Wisdom starts with morals and etiquette. You can't be on a path of wisdom and you lying, and you playing mind games, you stealing and doing a whole bunch of other dumb stuff. You know, the things that y'all come here doing. I suppose y'all doing it to prove a point to me of some sort. But I don't know what point you got. You get my point? I don't know what y'all problem is. I wouldn't really care. My thing is wisdom is a moral thing. It don't have nothing to do with the lesser emotional states and lesser morals shall come with, which is all online is full of. Talking in circles, foolish behavior. Like I said, wisdom starts with the morals. If You don't have no morals. How you think you on a path of wisdom? I'm asking y'all. Y'all come here on retard time. So you explain to me how you on a path of wisdom, yet you still lie and do crooked things. I think y'all think lying and doing crooked things got to do with like whoever you think you're doing it to. It got to do with your own mind. You go and see things how you see things. Now, however you see things to make you do things crooked, you go and see all things in a crooked way. And that if a truth is being brought to your attention, well, the same way you make it for yourself to be crooked in life, you will make for the wisdom to be whatever you want it to be. Think like a young boy selling drugs. You express to him it's wrong, but he got all the verbatim to talk himself to still, mess himself over, so to say. Like that. If he got the ability to convince himself that he right or just for doing whatever he's doing, that's going to carry over in whatever wisdom you're giving to him. You're going to corrupt it in that way, justifying whatever. You get my point? Y'all kind of moving on that accord. It's probably online. You got a bunch of people that act like they wise. You get my point? In that, it waters down what wisdom truly is. In that, as the learner or the onlooker, so I guess y'all take wisdom as a joke. Y'all don't take it as a joke, but you get my point? Y'all get wrapped up into the happenings. And so, wisdom starts with that, morals. Y'all don't have the proper morals to receive wisdom, just from my observation. Morals and balance and all of that is more than you giving back. A lot of y'all try to make whatever you want it to be. I give back, so I ain't gotta be honorable on this end. Oh, if I'm honorable, you get it? Y'all got too many games with y'all, too much carryings ons. You gotta be morally sound before you seeking out wisdom. A lot of y'all are seeking out things to serve your disdain, things to serve your enemy, your envy, your bitterness, your anger. And this is what self-awareness got to do with. Meaning a lot of y'all are going on a path to seeking out wisdom, but all you're doing is looking to serve your envy, your bitterness. So you seeking out anything you can to convince yourself everybody in life is crooked in some way, as if that justifies crookedness. Some of y'all come here in that accord. I speak honor, balance, things of that nature, and you think like if you corrupt my character, that's going to like take away the merit of what I said. You can corrupt anything you want. Morals, balance, and honor is still what it is. If somebody tell you stealing is wrong, or robbing people is wrong, I'm not speaking about myself. I'm just giving you an example. Y'all can't do anything to me. There's too much space. You get my point? But still, some of y'all foolishly carry on. But I'm just making a point, like I said. You can't steal or rob somebody. I cannot word this so that y'all can grasp. It's like y'all don't want to grasp things. You get my point? I'm not. Peace and wisdom, DJ Troy. Keep it up. Keep it 100, 1K daily. This is not to everybody. Just those of y'all that, continue on in the way you do. That's why I always say I'm grown. Whatever little kid games you playing, whatever little mind games you play, you cut yourself off once you did that with me, because I'm not no kid. And I'm not going to play with you like we peers. I'm not y'all peer. I'm not your buddy, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, none of that. You can get emotionally attached to me all you want. That's not going to never change, though. I don't know you. If you don't make yourself known to me, then you just ain't known. And you can get emotionally attached all you want. And you can make any problem in your brain that you want. But it still stopped with what I said. You get my point? You playing little kid games with me. I'm not no little kid. Peace and wisdom. Rather than P, like I said, this ain't for all of y'all. This is just for those of y'all that it applied to. Meaning you burning your own self out, making your own self bitter. When you got a problem, you don't bring that problem up and you linger around, you making a space for yourself to get crumbled because I'm not going to play with you. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back, and it's not never going to stop. So you better go on your way once you decide you want to disrespect me. I'm going to say that again for some of y'all that's slow. You think we on the same accord. We not. Once you disrespect me for no reason, I'm going to disrespect you. Anytime I see you anywhere, I'm going to violate you. If you feel like that's not right, don't disrespect people for no reason. I'm on old school time. We not making no excuse for lesser things. You want to run your mouth in a disrespectful way and somebody break your jaw? Watch your mouth. That's how we go in the past. You don't do nothing you can't stand on. In the daytime, y'all make excuses and talk around things and try to, like, you get it? Manipulate some sort of unfairness to benefit you. I'm old school. You can scramble your brain out all you want. It's going to be what I said. And so, come here for wisdom. Don't come here to play with me. I ain't big on play. Like I said, I don't play like y'all do. I'm grown. Once you show me you got a problem, I don't expect to see you no more. From there, you coming back around trying to prove a point to me by being unfair. You just doubling your load. You're not making no point to me. You showing me you a kid. And you get my point? I'm old school. So, kids ought to be abused. That's what you right. Kids ought to be abused. If you want to be a kid here, bring your belt. So I can whip you with it. And we can keep it there. Now, moving forward. Come here to learn. Respect my rules. My rules is for me. In your space, make sure you got rules for you. Rules is your boundary lines. My boundary lines is don't be coming here using me just for wisdom and you ain't contributing nothing in no way. I don't care what reasoning you got for anything because I'm not playing with you. Those are my boundary lines. I'm saying this to some of y'all that's young and simple-minded. In life, people gonna tell you they boundary lines. It's not an insult to you. If somebody say, I don't deal with liars, then you lie to them, they push you away, and you get my point? You feel like, well, I ain't, you get it? The dumb games y'all playing today. Like I said, I have boundary lines for myself. I don't like to deal with certain type of people. And so, if you come in here to learn, because I'm not explaining nothing that's useless or, you get it? Not on a certain type of level. And so, I expect you to give back. You either give back on your own, shop, whatever you want to do. Like, subscribe, share, opportunity, I don't know. It's not important to me. Just come in here useless is my only problem. You gonna come useless, then you just explain to me how that work in your mind. You ain't gotta give me none of the whole manipulation spill. I'm more of a real talker. Just make your point on the real level. You'd be better off just saying I'm fucking broke and I'm gonna be broke my whole life. I ain't saying I'm gonna be like, yeah, Yeah, come be my friend. Nah, I ain't saying you gonna get what you want, but just always be real is my overall point. That's how I like to keep it. And instead of me coming on here tap dancing and doing a whole song and dance that all these other people be doing, I'm good. I'd rather come straightforward. I wouldn't teach you niggas for free. You take offense to that, you say, oh, he wrong. Why? How's somebody wrong for telling you where they stand? Blood, I don't fucking know you. This is deep ass wisdom I got. I could be I could be OD and be like, yo, I'm only teaching rich people. See, y'all like this. Y'all live contradictive lives. Meaning y'all will listen to people tell y'all, don't deal with broke people. And that'd be a moral you live by, right? But then on the flip side, you want to be the bum. You don't take offense. This is real talk. On the flip side, y'all will come as the bum or as the thing you was just speaking against 5 minutes ago. I've seen this with my own eyes, meaning I can name people, but I'm not. I'm talking about from real life that I know. Where I watch you one moment talking, you know how y'all hear things online, y'all like to sound like y'all in the know. Everybody gonna be wise when they talking to me, so you get my point? I might be like, yeah, I don't be messing with niggas that ain't got nothing going on and broke and all of that. I guess you looking for me to be like, yeah, I'm the same, but I just listen. Okay, I hear you. I'm in my mind like you that, you that to me, like, what the fuck you talking about? And you get it? It's just weird in the daytime. It's hard to talk to y'all. Y'all kind of delirious from y'all own reality. And so life starts with self-awareness. You got to be aware of yourself. You got to have morals first to measure yourself by. When I say self-awareness, I think y'all viewing it from a physical perspective. Like I looked in my nose, it was no boogers there. I took the grits out my eyes. Grits is like those crumbs. That's what we called it back in the day. Just for clarity purposes. Please don't take my laughing as a joke. I'm a laughing I'm a laughing person, meaning me being serious, I have to force it. Just being straight with y'all. If you see me start laughing, I'm not playing, but you get my point? Everything is simple in life once you wise. In that, it become a song and dance where I gotta pretend like y'all have real problems, and it's just a joke to me. Like, you get it? Y'all like children. Reflect in your own real life. Look at the problems y'all have with the people that y'all know. It's nothing. Like, it's only something if you a little kid in the head. In that, when I might be breaking down something like this where I'm trying to be serious, and I am, but I might start laughing because you get my point. Ain't no problems in life. Y'all seek problems. Until man or woman get a self-awareness, they don't realize that. Ain't nothing going on with y'all. Meaning y'all just bored. This the first truth. This the first awareness that any wise person come to realize. And all my problems and all the little disdains and all the little frictions I've had, they all a result of my boredom. Some of y'all not there yet. So for you, you say, no, whatever problems I have are real and blah, 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 blah. But when you simmer down, you'll see, like, no, my problems really is my idle time. The idle time that I have worried about a whole bunch of dumb shit that have nothing to do with me. Once y'all start measuring the issues that y'all have with y'all loved ones, y'all friends, and, from there, carry on everybody in life, people you never even met. So start there. If you somebody you got problems with people you never even met, you don't know them, you seen them online maybe, like that. You got too many personal issues. It's carrying over the strangers now. You holding them to things like they your buddy. They don't know you like that. And so you get my point? It start there. Y'all have to measure y'all petty. Because you're petty your worth. Your petty is the worth. Meaning if you got a relationship with somebody and y'all having quarrels right now, but it's petty. Maybe you too mad, so you're like, no, it ain't petty, it's real to me. Here's an example. Y'all don't have to use yourselves because I know y'all don't like to. I'm sure y'all all familiar with Damon Dash, Cameron, Jay-Z, all these people. Man, they don't have no problem. I'm using them because it's not personal for y'all, so then y'all can see. Y'all agree with me, like they don't really have no problem. They're reaching for the stupidest, dumbest things to say, because really they just a bunch of friends that's in competition with each other halfway. In that, do you get my point? Now look for any dumb thing to say about each other. They all the same for the most part. And you get it? It's petty, it's childish, but it's like I say, the petty is the poverty. Your petty is the measure of your poverty, or you can say a impoverished person is petty. Like petty change. You can't be petty. We speaking on a spiritual level, on a soul level, on a mind level. How can the mind and the spirit be petty and not impoverished? Remember, petty like petty change. In the physical, if you got petty change, you're impoverished. You got petty problems. If you got small petty problems that you can't overcome, you're impoverished. On a spiritual level and a mental level, it's the same. If you too petty, y'all live in a time where y'all think petty is cute. I'll be like, Cameron is the king of petty, him and 50 Cent. Man, that's they poverty. Who the hell got time to be petty at 50? A 50-year-old man nearing the ends of his life. And those is real problems, nearing the ends of the life. How you old and got problems? Meaning if you are an old person right now and you got any conflict with anybody, you need to get your life together. Your problems is like you're nearing your end. And you actually got the time to be worrying about dumb shit. Not getting your spiritual and your mind, and you get it? Everything in order. When I say in order, I mean a peace for self. Making amends for petty quarrels. Some of y'all will die and go to your grave with pettiness. It means so much to you. It hold no merit for you though. It's not doing anything for you. And so you get my point? It's getting to a place where you can become aware of real things, but it starts with self-reflection. Being aware of self. Kelly Callahan said, do you believe Jaguar right? I do. Peace and wisdom, nature boy. You always like that one. Ugly truth over beautiful lies. The truth ain't ugly. Y'all just not on the side of it. So if you're listening right now and you don't like how this sound, it's just because you ain't on the side where you could be like, yeah, I don't do none of that wrong shit and I'm solid all the way. That's why it's important to be on the right side of things and be solid. That way you ain't got to be, the one taking offense to what's actually right. Just think on that. A lot of y'all lives is scrambled in that way. You're so lost on money and all the things of society, you're not paying attention to the disorder in the life. How you associated with people that you go against while trying to fulfill the world, and you get it? Everything gotta make sense. We live in a time where y'all will surround yourselves with people y'all got disdains with. But don't view yourself as I'm the snake because I got a problem. I ain't even say nothing about it. I'm just lingering around knowing I got issues with people. Pretending to be their friend. You have no self-awareness to measure your own self to make a point. That's why I tell a lot of y'all, you're trying to make a point, but you don't have no point to make. You're not holding yourself to anything. Now, if you a kid, I get it. But if you grown, this is your life. How you trying to make sense of your life in a stupid, unbiased way where you don't exist and everybody else do? This is what it becomes. And so, now you said, do I believe Jaguar Wright? And you said you do. My channel is a place for wisdom. Wisdom has to do with morals and etiquette. Jaguar Wright don't have the right moral etiquette unless you stupid. This is what I mean by a lot of y'all. It's like there's no self-awareness of your own stupid. I'm a man of wisdom. Jaguar Wright is just blabbering a whole bunch of stuff in a dishonorable way. She a part of whatever she talking about. Why she didn't say nothing when she was a part? And so she sound like somebody who want to be a part, but don't measure up, meaning maybe they view her as ugly. And she got talent, but the bitch is ugly, fuck her. Maybe she that, and she bitter from that. I'm not saying whatever she's saying is true or not. I'm saying when you on a path of wisdom, wisdom don't have nothing to do with those things. When you're on a path of wisdom, you wouldn't care about that. The hell is what Jaguar Wright talking about going to help your life, mind, spirit in any way? I'm asking you, the young lady that asked, please don't get offended and don't, feel dumb. It's just a self-awareness moment. Somebody should have been shook a lot if y'all out it once y'all get grown, like 21. Somebody need to be shaking you out of that. Like, yo, you need to get out of all of that high school kid shit. Where you sitting around listening to dumb people gossip and stuff. You can't do anything with that. You can't get a job with that shit. Meaning that information ain't gonna get you a job, ain't gonna get you into heaven. I'm saying I don't believe in heaven. I'm just making a point. That shit is worthless. In that, you gotta reflect on self and say, why am I so intrigued, or why do all of this foolishness resonate with me? And that you'll become aware of self and realize, oh, I'm a fool like this shit I'm resonating with. In that, most of y'all like to hear negativity because that's where you at. You're not where you want to be in life, so now you want to hear like, once you get there, you gave up on yourself. That's just real truth right there, for anybody that need it. Once you get the hating on others or being desperate to hear negativity about others, and the negativity you hearing ain't nothing in you saying, I want to help, then you burnt out and you gave up on yourself. And now you on the other side of things where you're no longer climbing and trying to reach whatever goals you have, but you the goal puller down or something, whatever you call it. I apologize. Thank you to whoever gave back. I missed that. The rest of y'all, I want to say this, and please nobody take offense. If you've been coming here a long time, pay your dues today, please. That's all I ask. That way y'all can, do these videos and you get my point. Work on the morals. You don't have to work on receiving in information. Work on the morals. So whatever you receive in, it be received in right. You get my point? You got your morals together now. You listening to Jaguar Wright. This is no disrespect to Jaguar Wright. I'm in the helping business. So whatever problem she got, I'm open to helping. But you get it? Nobody about to be bickering back and forth with nobody. And that's how everybody need to be carrying it if you grown. If you see a problem, fix the problem. otherwise, shut the hell up about it. And that's how it should be. And y'all know that y'all all gonna get grown if you ain't already. And so you get my point. Sitting around dumb talking don't get nothing done. Mind you, we all gotta live in these spaces, man. Again, you don't have to like what I'm saying. You could say fuck him, YouTube ain't for all of that. But you still gotta be in this space. That part. And you don't like the space, man. It ain't right. And y'all all get that. In your space wherever you do. Meaning what I'm saying might not matter to you right now because this ain't your space. But in your space, you do have the same issues that I'm speaking about. And so do you get my point? How we all grown, we ain't fixing nothing, but we sitting around dumb talking all day. Anybody can complain. You follow? Y'all sitting around complaining about politics. They raising the rent. Anybody complain. What you gonna do about it? There's been many solutions that have been given to y'all by many different people. Yo, what y'all gonna do about it? That part. Again, anybody could complain. Now say Umar Johnson scammed y'all. Okay. Anybody can complain. What you gonna do about it? We speaking from a fixing perspective. Now I know most of y'all will say you can't do nothing with Umar because the nigga keep talking in circles every time you make a point to him. So I'll flip it back to what I said in the beginning, man. Every time I'm talking to you niggas, y'all got the moral etiquette of the fools that y'all follow. You get my point? The person scamming you and talking in circles to you, then y'all carry that over to the next person. So you Umar Johnson here, but in Umar Johnson's space, you getting scammed and you complaining. And so I mean like that, everybody need to become self-aware so they can you get more. It's like I said in the past. Everybody looking to fix the world and save the world, but ain't looking to fix their own self. Save their own self. Y'all skip right past self. When was the moment that you got your emotions together? When was the moment that you made an oath that I'm going to keep things truthful and fair and any other thing concerning, you get it? Righteousness. When I say righteousness, we speaking just being right. In whatever the scenario may be in the moment. Being right, meaning you on the right side and you did the right thing, whatever's whatever. Like that. How many of y'all made that oath to self? I ain't partaking in any gossip and none of this dumb shit no more. That's gonna bring problems to my life. And whoever moving on in these dishonorable ways, they gonna have to get it together or come deal with me when they do. Mostly y'all say I ain't never did that in my life yet. And so this is my point. Y'all be having oppositions and snakes all in y'all space online crying, talking about you can't trust nobody in the daytimes. Y'all can't trust yourselves. Y'all ain't got no boundary lines or no morals. On the one side you do the same thing you complain about on the other. And so the mind have to be balanced. Y'all don't have to come here and try to seek out dishonor in me. Just come when you ready. Wisdom ain't a hot air. Wisdom ain't a hot air or a soft tone. It's like I said before, don't ever trust nobody that be talking with a bunch of air. You know, that goofy ass voice that disturbs me. It's a sure sign that you up to no good. You see how I'm speaking and you can hear like the definition in my voice? I'm not trying to lighten it up like, hey everyone, my name is Solace. That's that fake shit. Y'all know that. Some of y'all talk like that when you go to work. That's your fake voice. How it work on you? You see how society just fake and dumb y'all out? I'm gonna say it again. All y'all that got customer service type of jobs. You got your, you laughing because you know I'm telling the truth. Y'all got y'all customer service jobs, man. Y'all got y'all I'm begging in the moment voice. You know, like when you need something, you like, oh, hello. You trying to be extra nice now, but usually you're asshole. Y'all got y'all customer service voice, y'all got y'all begging voice. This is when y'all speaking with extra air. You know, trying to lighten your voice up. Hi, my name is Deborah. But really you sound like, ah, my name is Deborah. I mean like that. Y'all got y'all hot air voice, y'all fake ass voice, and y'all being fake and phony. But then y'all will seek that out when y'all seeking truth and wisdom. Let me find a nigga that got the softest, goofiest voice that I use when I'm bullshitting around. That ain't got nothing to do with what wisdom is. I got to start becoming aware. Like I said, when you get wise, it become a whole fake song and dance. And I gotta come be fake, cause I say, man, that's what they do in Babylon. Pretend all day. Most of y'all have not even become aware. You just live in some character you made up. And convinced yourself you important. And you convinced yourself other people think you important. And you living out this character that nobody even know. You just you, like, you just you to people. Nothing more, whatever that may be. Most people too lost on their own self, meaning they too lost on ignoring their own self, so they just pay attention to other people, but they don't care about that. It's just something to do to avoid the self. It's like watching a movie. Watch a movie because you like, if I sit here with the TV off, then, you know, I got to deal with myself in my present moment, in my present mind, in my present emotional state, and I don't want to, so let me turn on the TV and cut the music on. When you become wise, these things become clear. I'm riding around, I tell the person, cut the music off. Maybe I'm riding, they turning the music up. I'm like, why? I want to ride in silence. You follow? In that moment, I can't say you just want to cut on the music because you're trying to run from yourself. Like, you don't want to start thinking of whatever happens when you got to just deal with you. I don't got them problems. So I don't be liking all that distraction. I don't be liking, you get my point? I like silence. I don't know. It's probably too far for y'all to even grasp. I mean, and if you watch, you get what I'm saying. The world is noisy. Niggas don't never shut up. It's always music playing, chitter chatter, TV on online. Just dumb talk always. Don't never end. So when you get wise, you like, let me enjoy some of this thing that I ain't never gonna get here. I don't think y'all took a time out to like realize. If I told you right now, go to the silent place, y'all don't have no silent place. There's noise everywhere. Can't escape it. Said silence can make you go crazy. Silence make you go crazy when you got a lot inside that you avoiding. That's why I said, I don't mind silence because I ain't got all that bullshit in me that I'm running from. The next person, maybe they need to listen to music or watch TV in the moments of silence and stillness because they got a lot of stuff inside. And that you said silence can make you go crazy. Yeah, when you got a lot of stuff that you holding on to inside. Most of y'all holding on to it because you just don't want to come to the terms that you petty. So you get my point? Y'all got to start looking at life from the right side. Y'all let people put y'all on the wrong vibration. Then you start measuring your life from that poverty or that wrong vibration. You get my point? Y'all are not aware that y'all are looking for any reason in today times, according to what I'm seeing. Just all the bickering you see back and forth, Cameron, Dame Dash, this person, that person. And I'm listening to y'all problems. I say, man, y'all friendship wasn't never worth shit to begin with. When did a friendship become that petty? And that's all that it took to make y'all have a problem. Most of y'all don't look at yourselves in that merit. When you say, like, these is my people, this is my people, so on and so forth. And then you actually listen to the dumb problems y'all got, it make you wonder, how was y'all ever even truly friends in y'all mind if that's all it took? And this is why you got so much backdooring in the daytimes. Because y'all too petty. And that you make any excuse to backdoor your friend. Never measuring the self to say, hold on, that's too petty. That's too petty for the time. And so hopefully some of the stuff I'm saying making sense to some of y'all. Some of y'all too far gone. And you please make sure you pay your dues if you haven't already. Nellibar said so many people are uncomfortable with silence. It's crazy. Henry the Real. Spicy channel. Tell me that, man. Pardon my mustache. I'm fasting. If you follow me, and you a man, even a woman, you know, you shave throughout the year a lot. And, you know, we be fucking our skin up a lot for beauty's sake. We be uglying ourselves up for beauty's sake. I tell you, boy. And want to fast from things, you know, at some point in the year if you can. So maybe you go, usually I go like the whole September, some of October without cutting my nails or nothing, you know. Just, you know, let the skin get back like I need to get. And so if you follow me, you can do that if you know you want. September, whatever part of the year is best for you. Me, I ain't trying to be running around with no afro, no big Richard Pryor mustache, no big Richard Pryor mustache in the dead summer. You feel me? That's giving off bum vibes. You know, for those of y'all that like to run around with nappy afros, unshaped up, and you don't want to shave, but it's July, August. Bum vibrations, but to each his own. I ain't even. I'm just saying, be self-aware. Grab their bag and you look kind of like a bum. Don't get offended. You came out without your face. You came out without your face washed and all of that. You know, it's all simple. Infinite Mind said doing the right thing will carry one on the path of truth and integrity, attracting people that are on the same level. When you get wise, y'all have to learn to cut the world off. Ain't really got nothing to do with y'all. I'm saying that because everything y'all say got to do with other people at some point. So you say, like, if you move in truth, then you'll attract, like you're looking for a reward to do what you need to do for you. You follow? It should just end at doing the right thing will carry one on the path of truth and integrity. Outside of that, you're going to attract every goddamn thing in life. Life ain't on no side. You on whatever side you on. Outside of that, you get my point? Everybody just shaking and mingling and you're going to attract as truthful as you are to yourself. So as truthful as you are to yourself about yourself is as truthful of the people you're going to attract. Forget if you good or bad. Ain't no good or bad. There's just afflicting self in that. You get my point? Ain't nobody benefiting off being bad. A lot of y'all, you don't live honorably. You do whatever you want to do. You look at it like we live in dishonorable times. You're not going to get no benefit off being good. You're not self-aware that you don't have nothing. You're not getting nothing out of your dishonor. You're just lost on whoever you think is dishonorable and winning. But you and every other dishonorable motherfucker is suffering. I mean like that. Y'all mad dishonorable. Y'all lie and do a whole bunch of stuff. Where's the benefit? I don't see y'all benefiting off this. But in y'all mind, y'all say the good don't benefit. What good person you know suffering? Because I don't know none. I just see y'all that have no honor either ending up like Puff Daddy. You get my point? This shit beyond poor and rich. Some of y'all too poor. You think it's about rich and poor. It's about suffering and not. You got people that's rich as hell. They suffering more than you can fathom. Everything is mind and emotion. Money can't clean your mind and your emotional state. You got to do that. You don't do that, it won't matter what you got. You're not going to enjoy it. And so you get my point. It's about getting everything in order. Henry the Real, we not twins, my boy. Don't ever insult my good looks in that way, you feel me? Pardon the mustache. Make me groom up. Talking about we twins. No, I got green eyes. Y'all don't. I'm lying. I don't. So y'all like, I knew he did. I made that up. I don't have green eyes. They're like light brownish. They change color. They go from burgundy to brown. Now, where was that? Oh, telling you not to disrespect me by saying that we look alike. We don't. I'm sorry. I'm unique. Now, in regards to wisdom and the path of wisdom, I know y'all came in here to hear about dolls, but you get my point? Y'all need this more. Stop looking at wisdom as something that you do. You get it? Some of y'all like lost in the religion and God talk and don't even understand that right. But you get it? You look at it like a little kid, like you being good so you could be rewarded. You get my point? Nobody over y'all. Y'all make the wrong moves, y'all gonna have to live out them wrong moves. It's not like when you were a kid when you could pass it off on somebody else. And that you being good because your wrong moves gonna fuck over your parents. You get it? You're a kid, your parent, you do what your parents say because you like, if I do the wrong thing, they gonna get mad at me because whatever I do carry over on them. But y'all not kids no more. And whatever you do wrong, it's gonna carry over on you. And whatever lie or whatever ignorance you got to live that out. It's gonna affect your reality. You can't push it over off to nobody else. In that, there should be no reason that you want to be good and right in your ways because you got to live out whatever you do. If you're not good and right in your ways, how you going to have good and right? You can't live wrong and do wrong and then think you're going to get right and good from it. Just ask all the people that's in jail that have come to terms with their ways and is on the path of redeeming themselves now, not justifying anything, but just accepting that you can't get nothing out of the wrong. I had to come to that conclusion. Everybody do at some point. Deep late in my 20s before I came to that conclusion. Like, nigga, you're working uphill. You can't sell drugs and do all the things that classify as wrong. We're not speaking from the perspective of law. We're speaking from the morals. You get my point? Motherfuckers is drugging themselves out and you helping them. Yeah, it's their choice, but you still helping them. When you get to the place where you like, I ain't making no excuses for my actions no more. I just want to get everything straight so I can live out that straight. Because living out the crooked, y'all know how the crooked life is. It's like surfing. You be on top of the wave, and then the next moment you like, why am I drowning? How'd I get knocked off my surfboard? I'm dead. There's some people's reality. Man, go do the wrong things and die. You feel me? This shit go deep. You got little kids right now doing the wrong thing. They wrong actions cost them their life. Y'all don't view the extent of things. Y'all view it like children still. Like I could just do anything and you get it. Somebody gonna save you. And this is all adults' mistake. They still hold on to that. My parents or somebody's gonna save me in the subconscious. And haven't come to terms yet with like, if I fuck up, I fucked up. And I gotta live that fucked up out. And can't nobody save me from me. A lot of y'all have not gotten there where you realize it ain't about help and people helping me. It's about I'm my own problem. In that, when I cause problems for myself, can't nobody save me from me. They can help me, but then I'm going, you get it? Afflict myself again. It become their affliction now. And so you get my point. It's about everybody getting to a place where they're responsible. That's what wisdom is about. If everybody in the world was responsible for self, then we'd be having a better life and a better world to live in. Everybody would be doing their part in keeping up with the self and the self morals. And that everybody be fair with each other. Everybody will have equal merit, equal things to engage in. There won't be no, oh, this person is filthy rich and this person is damn near about to die of poverty. Everything will be equal playing field if everybody cleanse their self. They balance and equal their self out. You get my point? And so that's why you be truthful and honorable. This is why you get my point. You do anything that's viewed as good, that truly is. You do it so you can add salt to that side. It's not about what you're receiving in the moment. The whole world is dishonorable and fucked up. It's important that you be good and fair and balanced in your ways. So at least that side can still have existence. Because once all y'all go wrong, do you follow? Everybody be wrong and everybody be doing everybody wrong, which is what we live in. Y'all hold the wrong in high regards. In that, everybody gravitate towards being wrong and justifying that wrong and doing each other wrong. Is pointless. Now, what I got in the mouth? This what y'all call babbling, right? The moral stuff. Children of Zamunda. Right. Accountability and self-awareness is vital to gain wisdom. Wisdom is understanding. A lot of y'all think wisdom is receiving an information. I was doing the one-on-one on, what was that, Tuesday? Somebody got a one-on-one. They was asking me about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. I was explaining to them that they have to read it from the perspective of thought. Forget the name Thoth. That's just the word thought. Thoth is thought. Central brain thing, but if you know the image of Thoth, well, his face with the long beak looking thing, that's the image of your central brain personified. But when you're reading the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, read it as if thought itself is writing it. When I say thought, mind, you have a mind. You know, that unseen thing that can think. The life force within you, basically, in your body. Let's say that wrote a book. Of course, this thought or consciousness, awareness that we are, has a source, consciousness or thought. And so you get my point? That book is written from that perspective, as if thought is explaining all of its processes. When I say processes, y'all have a mind. This mind goes unconscious. It wakes up. In the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, it speaks of the dweller sleeping in his ajantias, some word that has no English equivalent. And when you're reading that, you're going to get confused. Like, what is it talking about? Who is the dweller? It's speaking of the mind when it's unconscious and voided out. Then when you're reading later down in the book, it explains how this dweller is emerging from its awanti and all of this. Speaking of your mind emerging out of the unconscious state and moving through your spine to the central brain. Your spine is the hall of Amen, or Amenti, as they put it. It's all ancient Egypt. Amen is the sound. The sound is the mind. When y'all make sound, it's coming from y'all mind. There is no sound. There's just your mind expressing itself. We can't see your mind. We can hear the words of it. In that, the mind is just the sound. That's what they referred to it in the past as, the sound. If you're lost, you have no sound without it. It's not your thinking mind and then the words you speak is two separate things. It's just one thing, your mind. In that, when you see in a person speak and you're not lost on the physical, the words is a reflection of the mind. You follow? You see the soul of the person when you can hold on to the words. Now, most of y'all ain't there, you get it? Wisdom in you is a library. I got this many books, or I read this many books, or I've been in this many conversations concerning wisdom, so I'm wise. Wisdom ain't that. Knowledge or wisdom is in the mind. Y'all are seeking wisdom in the things in the world, like a book. Another person telling you something. Overlooking wisdom is in my mind. It ain't. I make it simple to y'all. Whoever wrote the book, they wrote what was in mind. There's no book that wrote itself. The book was written by your mind. Many talk y'all lost into is coming from somebody's mind. Again, wisdom is in the mind. Mind is universal. I have a mind, you have a mind, the next person have a mind. And these minds all come from a source. Now, whether the individual mind has a connection with the source or not, do you get my point? All wisdom or knowledge is coming from mind. Y'all seek wisdom outside of your own mind. You say, Solace, how do we access the wisdom in our mind? You have to have morals. That's how you unlock the door to what's in your own mind already. You don't have no honor, you can't open the door. You learn all this information outside of self, it makes no sense. You don't understand it, because do you get it? You haven't unlocked the door in the mind. And the only way you can do that is by being honorable and balanced, meaning fair in your ways and honest in your ways, right in your ways, basically righteous. And most people have not taken the time out to do that. In that, you see how I got deep wisdom? And you say this dude be knowing stuff that's like beyond what a normal person should know. It's because of that. If you could do that, then there's nothing that you can't understand because you're not biased to nothing. Y'all biasness is just y'all blocks. You got a loved one and they have a problem with a stranger. You block off whatever the stranger is saying and you back up your loved one. You're supposed to do that. But now on the flip side, do you get it? Maybe you blocked out the truth of the matter, which is what the stranger was saying. But you live, I follow people, not truth. You got to get to a place where you follow truth, and whoever's aligned with that is your people. You can't force people to be truthful or not. They got to want that. But you get it? You got to stand where you stand. Otherwise, let the scrambling and the blocking of the mind begin. You speaking the understanding that's coming into it. Y'all going to understand. Y'all going to understand through imbalance or balance. Ignorance or stupidity is just a matter of imbalance, not balancing itself out. You're making sense in actions from the thoughts. Y'all have a disdain. A lot of y'all got a disdain with me, but you keep coming here. The actions and the thoughts do not go together. That makes no sense, but you have no awareness of it. Like that. Y'all are not taking the time out to sort through y'all dumb. To say, hold on, that's contradicting. My actions and my thoughts is contradicting. You could run away from here, but that ain't gonna change your mind being contradicting from your actions. You gotta all go together. You get my point? You could be wrong in something. If all the wrong is going together, then you will achieve that wrong. Maybe you don't want to live that wrong out after you do achieve it, but you get my point. It's all about everything being aligned. Look at it like the casino. You pull the machine, everything is lined up, and it's the same results. If it's not all the same, no results. And let's say you grinding, you trying to get things done for yourself, but you got people around you that's not in support of whatever you're trying to do. They got this going on, he got that going on, she got that going on, and y'all all working separately. It's like pulling the machine and getting different results. When y'all all move together, merging whatever y'all all doing into one thing that can be pushed, then y'all get results. When everything makes sense all together, how you align with somebody halfway going against you? Then you think like, I'm gonna get results. That's my buddy. Could be whatever you want, but you better get them out of there. Cause all your ducks gotta be the same so you can hit the jackpot. That's why I be telling y'all, if you got a disdain of any sort, you get out of here. We don't even gotta waste our time talking about it. You ain't manifested nothing for yourself and you ain't gonna manifest nothing for me. You just one of the ducks that's off. Like, it's about the jackpot. If we ain't on the same accord, what the fuck are we doing? And this is what most people live because they have no self-awareness. To say, hold on, it's me all over the damn place. That's why I be telling y'all, if you're learning all over the place, just come here when you're done with that. Because I already know what that brings. Nothing. And so do you get it? You got to understand life, the nature and the balance of it. Meaning life has a nature. That nature is a balance. Everything going together. It could be opposites, but it go together. It serve a whole point. There is no individual point to be served. You follow? Meaning most of y'all are lost in your own point or your own doings or your own thing. It ain't no one individual doings or happenings. You get my point? It's just the whole of the happenings and you getting everything aligned. However long that take, but you get my point? Being aware that that's what you have to do. Well, that's what you have to do. I mean, you don't have to get rid of people. You get them on the right accord of mind. But if they can't be, separate yourself. Otherwise, you get my point? You be your own problem. Or they be your problem. Now, I want to explain dolls to you guys, but, you know. My grandson getting older. He like to talk to me every day now. He talk a lot. Kids. It's good though. I said that because I just got that text. My grandson's waiting for me. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. If you new here and you like grandson, I'm a grandfather. I'm not young. I forgot to tell y'all that. But everybody that come here all the time, they already know that. And so, if y'all have questions, y'all can ask before I depart. In regards to dolls, dolls start with understanding the word idol, idol, idolization, idolatry, idol. An idol is an image of God, so to say, or a high thing that you worship or, you know, kind of serve. If you're a famous person, never let nobody, no company make no doll of you. Like, let's say you Mike Tyson, you say, man, they made a doll of me before. Use Mike Tyson as the proof of what I say. Never let them make a doll of you. A doll is the house of for the demons or the spirits. Spirits ain't got no body. You make a doll for them. It's a fake body, but they can see through it. They can't speak or nothing. You got a doll in your house right now. It's looking at you. Maybe ever so often. It could be a stuffed animal. But ever so often, you be like, something in you make you look at your doll and you like, I don't know. Shit, creepy a little bit, but it's my doll, you feel me? I like that. Maybe you woke up in the middle of the night and seen your doll and was like, oh, that shit scared me. I don't know, but it's just a doll. No, it's not. You go back to ancient times, the first dolls were idols. They basically called the same thing. Meaning we call them dolls now, but in the past they would have been called idols. He said, I definitely felt that. I'm not joking on none of this. When you get to a place of wisdom and you clean yourself out, oh, you see all the evilness crystal clear, where you like, oh, this shit is crazy. Like, I have to adjust myself daily as I balance out and, you know, as the morality of self raise. It's like taking off sunglasses, man. You start seeing things you rather not. And people don't even gotta say nothing. You just see it like, oh my God. You get my point? A person words say so much. Where you see it like, oh yeah, they ain't right. And everything become crystal clear. And you get my point? You see the devil's right around you, like, oh shit. And people right around me just working against me my whole life. I didn't even notice. Like that. This is everybody. We all like that. We come in this world as babies, man. You might have your mama, this person, that person working against you halfway. You know how people are, they be conflicted in their ways. So they love you, but at the same time, they hate you. And you get my point? You have all your demons all around you. And your angels too. Meaning you gonna have people around you that's really for you. And you get my point? Maybe you push them to the side as the demon, and you get my point? But at some point, you got to become aware of everything and start, you know, balancing things out. And so when you cleanse the self out, and you get my point, the real way, make everything clear and make sure you built for that clarity. A lot of people not built to be wise. Wisdom is a clarity. And you get it? They ain't really built to see their truth. Not just their own truth, but the truth of all around them. And you get my point? Some of y'all young, times get worse as you go forward. So you get it, some of y'all demons and devils be more than me. I'm from old school times. I ain't really got no demons and devils around me. None of my people demons or devils. I'm not talking about my people. My people just a little stupid. But some of y'all got like real demons and devils around you. When I say my people stupid, I mean like they don't know their place. lot of people like that. They kind of don't know their place. Y'all see yourselves as more than y'all are. Y'all don't know when y'all supposed to fall in line. And you get my point? My people kind of like that, a little dumb and dingy. And, I'm a little bit of an asshole. I don't like to have conversations that really ain't needed, man. You either stupid or you ain't. And so, I'm from old school times. If you my age, you probably got them same kind of problems. Where you and your people just ain't communicating right. And it's cause maybe one of y'all like, I'm too mature for all this stupid shit. You niggas is dumb. Like, keep carrying the fuck on. I ain't got time for it. This one got a problem with that one, and then I'm grown. Hit me up when y'all get there. And this how it is for people my age and older. If they really reflect, they'll tell you, my problems with my family and shit like that, and my friends, it's stupid shit. It ain't really nothing important. We just stubborn and old and dumb. But this generation, you got your murderer around you, man, right now. That nigga gonna kill you. Like, if the opportunity come, you gonna be dead, nigga. Y'all live in a time where y'all own mama, y'all own kids, y'all own brother. It will kill y'all for opportunity of money. And now what I'm saying is dire for y'all. Like I said, people my age, we ain't got no real fucking problems. If anything, the new generation gonna be our problem. Cause y'all live by a whole different morality. And so you get my point. If you young, don't spook yourself out, but just, slowly transition into being more honorable and seeing things from a more honorable perspective. And then you're going to start being aware, meaning you're going to see the clarity I'm talking about when you like, oh, hold on. The more truthful I be, the more strange this shit starting to get. Like that. You start to see and bring out your own demons and devils. Y'all demons and devils is y'all own killers and stuff like that. So you get my point? Get everything in order with self, like, the things around you. Reminds me of Annabelle movie. You speaking about dolls. Henry the Real said, yeah, this generation is cooked. It's about the older generation, my age, and those of y'all that's close to my age, helping them through. I know they stupid and hard-headed and don't listen, but that's what reflection is about. Y'all was stupid and hard-headed too. Me, Mom, I was definitely. I would never tell you, like, no, I wasn't hard-headed, man. I was whatever a teenager supposed to be when they're a teenager. A hard-headed dickhead. And when you hit them early 20s, even more of a hard-headed dickhead. Now, the more you go through them 20s, the more thick and dick-headed you get. Don't take offense if you there. We are. That's everybody. But you get it, the elders is supposed to kind of like, y'all ain't supposed to cut them like completely off where y'all like, man, they cooked and they stupid. They just what kids is that don't listen. Or young people that don't listen. But who the hell was young actually listening? In that, you get my point? The mind gotta always be on help. If it ain't on help, it ain't really nothing to say. If I say the young generation is cooked, I don't have a solution for them. Like, yo, y'all need to do this or y'all cooked. But to just tell them they cooked, the generation before the new generation responsible. Meaning if this generation is cooked, whoever's the generation over them, nigga, y'all cooked them out. You follow? It's like the generation before mine. If they say we cooked, well, where we got it from? That part. We got it from when y'all was young and cooked. And see, we all learn from each other when we cooked. We have kids early, we do things early, and people learn from us in our early times when we all cooked and dumb. Then from there, you trying to untangle all the cookedness that you spread. You get my point? I got about 50, it probably more than 15, 100 motherfuckers in life it could be. I can't even say. There's a whole generation of people that sell drugs because of me. And some of y'all the same way. You just refuse to take accountability and be like, yeah, that nigga was Whatever I would have did, he would have did it. The same with that nigga, and you get it? I'm not. If I ain't sell drugs, it was to be a whole generation of people that never ever got the chance or probably wouldn't even really had the thought. But to see me make them say shit, I want fiend. I want some fiends too. Shit, what the hell? I don't see nothing happening to this nigga, so I went in. In that, you get my point. They learn the whole moral. They learn the whole life and everything go with that life. I'm further along. I changed my ways. They still there. Now you stuck trying to untangle what you did and probably can't, because once somebody grown, they don't want to hear that shit. I can't go to my old neighbor and tell him, hey guys, y'all shouldn't sell drugs, you know? I'm gonna end up in jail. They gonna look at me like, nigga, how you get your chance? And now you coming back on our chance telling us, you get me? They gonna look at it like, nigga, you trying to be slick. Like, once you teach people the wrong way, you gotta just be the right way. But you can't tell them nothing like about their wrongs. Otherwise, they got right to look at you and say, you just trying to trick us to get out the way. So you could be what you was, like. And so you get my point? You can't say a generation anybody cooked if you the generation before them. Because it's all trickling down. And that everybody got to start taking their responsibility. This ain't about a responsibility. You know how y'all are in the daytimes. Everything with y'all is a point to tear down. When I'm speaking taking responsibility, I mean getting everything together on the point it's supposed to be. Otherwise, you get it? Y'all just depressing each other with all this shallow monkey talk. You're gonna get to a place where you don't hear all that bitterness because you can't manifest nothing for yourself with that. Listening to Jaguar Wright complain is just gonna have you in the same place as Jaguar Wright. You get my point? She gonna start bringing things out of you that might not even be there. Where you like, oh, I can make a fool of myself too. Like, you don't ever want to get to that place where you low and start resonating with shit that's low. That's not to kick her down or nothing like that. And people should be helping her. All y'all that's following her should be helping her. Telling her like this ain't the way. And probably putting a little extra sauce on that shit because you bitter. And we can't do nothing for you. Those people that you talking against, them your people. You came up in that game with them. Whatever piece of shit they are, you that too. I mean, y'all gotta all just get that together, but crying us all day, what the fuck? Ain't gonna do nothing for you. But because y'all low too, y'all don't care. Y'all like, fuck that, I wanna hear it. The same with Dame Dash. Y'all was really true and just. Y'all would just tell him, bro, shut the fuck up already, and you get it? You bringing us the fuck down. It's funny because we low too, so. But if we wasn't low, nigga, you just be fucking up the mood right now. If y'all was on Jay-Z level, then Dame Dash should just be fucking up y'all mood. Where y'all like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, who cares? Like that. Negative talk too much is too much. You say what you gotta say in a moment of whatever problem is, and you get my point. Move forward from there. We don't control nobody. Dame Dash don't control Jay-Z and how long he want to work with him and vice versa. And nobody don't control nobody. Everybody got to lose their narcissistic ways and not being aware of it. You get my point? You can have a perspective, your perspective, your perspective. You can't want everybody in life to have your perspective if it don't have nothing to do, like, you know, with nothing of any importance. Henry the Real said Dame Dash is funny though. He was funny to my generation when we was growing up. This is why Jay-Z start envying him a little bit. Dame Dash problem is just they all envy him. This is how it is with black people. Whoever get the most notoriety, then all the people that's associated with them start being jealous indirectly. So Jay-Z is the rapper and the star, but he a little boring. Dame Dash funny and stupid and shit. He be popping bottles on the stage doing dumb dances. He start getting more attention than Jay-Z, or being known more than Jay-Z. Now Dame Dash is a Harlem asshole, so he's doing stuff like if Jay-Z like this girl, then he probably go play Shy Brother. Where he be like, yo, I'ma go get her before this nigga. If Jay-Z like Aaliyah, then Dame Dash gonna go get her first and be like, I'm the CEO. That nigga just a rapper. Look at his big lips. You know that Shy Brother shit from the Five Heartbeats. Maybe you too young, you never seen Five Heartbeats. His brother was a dweeb. You had two brothers. One of them was like a player, the other one. You laughing. He sent his brother to go get girls from us. He was a dork. He don't know how to talk to them. So the dork would send his smooth brother to go get girls for him, but his brother would take them. He would go get the girls for him, but then tell the girls, like, look at my brother, he mad stupid looking. Look at his dumb face. Me and you should go have some. You get it? And every time he walking out with the chick that his brother like. But this just fun brotherly competition. Nobody don't think like somebody gonna really cry about it. Dame like that. You doing dumb stupid brother stuff, but you get it? Let's say Jay-Z taking offense to it, as anybody would at some point, where they like, why you keep, you get it, reaching for everything that's mine? He got that little problem, like a jealousy thing. He's a was low-key dirty macking. Harlem dudes are like that. I don't even think it's a restricted to Harlem thing. Some of y'all stupid like that. You be fucking with your brother doing dumbass shit like that too. It might not be with a girl, it might be with something else. He say, "Oh, I'm about to go get the rest of this soda, so you drink it first." Like, right in his face, like, I was thirsty. Brothers play dumb games with each other, but they don't think it's gonna be. You get it? When you the dumb one playing the dumb shit, you don't think like I'm gonna take it to offense like that. And so Jay Z and Dame Dash kind of got that problem. But the point I was making was Dame Dash was funny, like you said, he funny. He was funny before he had all these dumb problems. We thought he was funny too. That's why we liked him. He's still funny now, but it's like it's not Dame Dash funny. It's y'all laughing at him funny. That's the truth when you say like Dame is funny though. You mean like laughing at him. Cause ain't none of this shit. This generation don't realize who Dame Dash is. Let's just say he bigger than Drake. To see Drake like Dame Dash right now, so y'all will be like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on in life? Dame Dash like that. Let's say Jay-Z is Drake, Dame Dash the CEO. Now he online crying to y'all. That's why I always say, where's Daniel? Like, somebody go get Daniel. That's Dame Dash big homie. That's 50 something years old with a big homie. You have to get things in order. It's okay for big homies to tell little homies, I can't be a big homie no more because you too big. Like, I can't be your big bro, your big homie. You's a big motherfucker already on your own. Like, you can be your own big homie, and you can be buddies. And now you get it. This nigga got big homies and all this weird stuff. I don't understand. I don't understand y'all no more. You're like retarded to me. But I just charge it to the wisdom. I say I'm getting too wild. My point, you got to be halfway high school to kind of blend with society. Otherwise, nobody trying to hear grown up shit. I say y'all get all of that dumb shit together and do right. Y'all don't want to hear that. I say no. He took my socks though. This is how y'all problems sound to me. He's wearing my socks. I said, what are they, 5 years old going to school? He had sex with my girlfriend. Bro, she ain't your girlfriend if you had sex with her. And so, I don't want to stress y'all out too much. Let's just get back to dolls. But the overall point that I was making is you don't want to be resonating with all the bitternesses in life. You get my point? With people just carrying on for no damn reason. Like I said, a problem is a moment. There's no problem when you an adult that shouldn't be fixed in the moment. View a problem like spilling something on the floor. Just clean that shit up. Again, if you grown and you got any problem with anybody or anything, it's no different than you drop something on the floor. Just clean it up. Are you just gonna keep it there? And so it's all how you perceive things. Most of y'all still have the perception. Of course, our mind state, our mental state, emotional state makes for the perception or the lens how we see things. And so a lot of y'all are still looking through y'all immature emotional state and immature mind. A little kid perspective lens. And that you getting my point? Make y'all have little kid problems when y'all grown, which makes it really a problem. Little kids' problems ain't real problems. Not even for them. But when you grown and you got little kid problems, then that's a problem. I owe my brother peace and wisdom. You learn how to spell, big baby. Oh, hello. People call me a hoe, blood. Why you call me a hoe, my boy? What's going on? Now, whoever just now came in, I apologize. I know my mustache ain't looking crazy. Everything's well on my end. Just fasting from shaving. Dream Lavish said, I have to talk about problems. You can't hold them in or just overlook them. Yeah, but you don't want to be the fool with a whole bunch of petty ass dumb problems where somebody looking at you like you just want to have a problem. You're too goddamn desperate. You want to make sure there's a real legitimate problem. Like I said, in the daytime, y'all become real petty and foolish in y'all ways. It's online. Online is more than online. It's a mind and emotional state controlling device. That's the best way I could word it. It's a mental and an emotional controller. Whoever's behind the scenes, you get it? They're controlling y'all emotional state in y'all mind. But y'all don't kind of get it. But I think y'all do, but y'all might be addicted. I don't know how it works. Once I know something, it just don't work on me. But it's that. It's an emotional state in the mind controlling thing, and it got a lot of y'all going bad off. It's all on how strong your mind is and your emotional state. If you were like COVID-19, they spread a disease. Whoever already suffering and weak health wise, it's gonna take them out. And whoever's strong health wise, maybe they gonna make it through. That's how the emotional and mental attack that online is works. Those of y'all that already got mental problems, it's gonna fuck you up more. Those of y'all that already have emotional problems, it's gonna drag your drain on more. Those of y'all that's kind of healthy in the mind and healthy in the emotional state, it's gonna be weighing on. Like, you get it? You're gonna feel a weight, but you good. So, but you keep playing with it. It's like I told y'all, insanity is contagious, man. And maybe that's the wrong word to use. If you're around crazy motherfuckers too long, you gonna be crazy. Whatever you around too long, it's just natural to mimic. That's why a lot of this generation is half retarded. They don't understand the stars that they like are retarded people from their neighborhood. No disrespect to NBA Youngboy. I know in the neighborhood he grew up in, they looked at him like he was slow. Think about that. Like, the little nigga slow right there, blood. Got a big boot. One big boot screws in his head type shit. Y'all like weird in the daytimes. Meaning y'all was the geeks in y'all neighborhoods or the people that's completely off brand. You could tell when you see pictures of y'all when y'all were younger, or just from your posture and things like that. You're geeky. A lot of this generation, y'all watch and y'all mimic what y'all like, which is what all kids do. We did this in our day. But y'all are doing it with motherfuckers that's retarded, but y'all don't have no awareness to know just because a person is made a star don't mean they cool. We don't got control over who is a star. The corporations do. They reaching for retarded motherfuckers because they know kids mimic what they see. In that, y'all are retarded in the daytime. Y'all got the mind of the people y'all idolize. The people y'all idolize ain't necessarily the sharpest knives in the drawer. You follow? Kanye West ain't the sharpest. Let's say Kanye West got mental problems y'all know nothing of, bipolar disorder, this thing, that thing. It's been being kept under the rugs. But y'all still mimicking this person. Their ways being bipolar and fucking stupid. And y'all be like that. From the mimicking. In that, you like, I ain't throwed off or nothing like that. I got that Kanye West swag. No, you got that throwed off nigga swag. And this is how it works, meaning fame ain't what y'all think. Fame is just another tool for those who are the elites that rule to control a population. The elites have no connection with the population. Y'all lay subjects. They pick those from amongst y'all, make them stars and glitter them up, and then make them serve whatever their agenda is, which has to do with controlling y'all and keeping y'all dumb, or either keeping y'all killing each other or something. So to the average viewer, you watch NBA. I don't want to use him. It don't got nothing to do with him. The average viewer watch Little Dirk. You follow? Let's say Little Dirk was just made famous to make all the young kids kill each other. That's not how it was brought to him, because he's just a little dumb kid himself when they get him. So they just tell him whatever they tell him. Rap about this or that or that or that. He don't know the agenda or nothing. He just serving like they take care of me. I'll do whatever they ask. Y'all mimic what y'all see, and do you get it? Little Dirk and the Chicago rappers, for the most part, besides King Von, are still alive. But how many niggas in Chicago that's kids is dead that wasn't stars? How many of y'all live in other states, but you mimic that Chicago lifestyle and you got a few dead partners now? I mean, like that. Fame is something that the elites use to control the masses, meaning putting them, make them go in this direction or that direction. Y'all idolize these stars, but y'all don't understand that. When I was growing up, they made DMX a star. They knew he was on crack and shit. They knew he wasn't all the way right mentally, but they didn't care. They still put him out. You had people my generation barking and acting like DMX and taking on the perspective and mindset that DMX have. But that part wasn't told to them. Like, bro got the mindset of somebody that smoked crack. It don't matter if he got all these chains on and he a famous star. The mind don't change that fast. You could take the boy out the hood, but you can't just take the hood out him that fast. And that a lot of things he's saying, ghetto minded shit, ghetto perspective shit, crackhead bottom of the barrel shit. And this is the perspective that we adopt as 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Just from loving DMX. Not being mature enough to say, okay, his music is good, but he has work to do as a person. His perspective ain't all the way pure. And that, do you get my point? We come up listening to the niggas talk about selling drugs and shooting people and doing this and that, and it makes us want to do it. They make it seem like it got them somewhere. Like that. But the stars know they puppets in the thing, you know, once they get older. You got to remember, they get snatched up as kids too and manipulated. And then at some point they get older, and you get my point? But by then the deed is already done and they already on the path that they on. They already controlled. And that it be a matter of life and death for them if they want to go against the grain. You have received too much to be going against the grain. Now they might die. So everything is a little more extreme than y'all realize. If you ever wonder, like, why the stars just don't come clean and tell us what's going on behind the scenes, because they're going to die. They received too much already. You can't have an allegiance with somebody then decide one day, I don't want to have it no more. Yeah, I took all your gifts and shit, but I'm done. No, you not. You dead meat. And so most of the stars is locked down like that. You already took and you already served, blood. It's like a game. You could die out, but in regards to you just leaving and think you gonna be chilling, no. You know too much, you took too much. You benefited too much for you to not go down the drain with us. And so that's when stars start dying, like, and so you get my point? But this is every aspect of life, even y'all little gangs in the streets, y'all little political groups. It's all the same everywhere you go. Once you start receiving too much and pledging your allegiance too much, well, when you get a mind later, think like Malcolm X. He received too much from the Nation of Islam, got too much good praise because of the Nation of Islam, to think he gonna walk away now. No, you not, nigga. You gonna get shot the fuck down at your next speaking. You follow? You say, man, that's wrong. Can't say what's wrong or right. You made an oath with wrong. Can't just walk away like that. That's why I tell y'all, watch what y'all get a part of. If you black, stop making all these little groups. That's what's interfering with us being one as a people, and it's causing what I'm speaking of now. I'm not somebody inexperienced. I know what I'm talking about. It's all a little kid forcing thing till a person become too grown and receive too much to just walk away. Now all these groups and gangs and things y'all got, they recruit young. That part. By the time you get a mind, you already too locked in. And so just be mindful of the things I'm saying. Those of y'all that be benefiting off these corrupt orders. Is it really serving you that much where it's worth it? Because at the end of the day, you get my point? If you could get results the wrong way, just imagine what you could get the right way. It's the same with the kids selling drugs. You could get those results the wrong way where you made yourself a millionaire the wrong way. You don't think you could have did the same thing the right way. Yeah, it might have took a little longer. That's the difference between wrong and right. Wrong gonna happen faster and end faster. Right gonna take a little longer, but it's gonna last. You think you can only do things the wrong way and get results? That's stupid. If you could do it the wrong way, you could do it the right way. He said, I got away with all those slicks because I was supposed to be rich. Peace and wisdom. I got away with all those licks because I was supposed to be rich. It's a good example of what I'm saying. You can get rich off licks, you can get rich the right way. That I don't have to look over my shoulder way. It's just going to take a little longer. But ain't nothing wrong with that if you thinking long term, like I want it to last. This is, they put black people on this path, meaning they forced us into the moment and surviving the moment only, and we don't see beyond the moment. Our young right now, they not thinking of themselves at 50, 60, 80. They're not even thinking of themselves at 40. But let's say the little white kid is. He's like, when I'm 50, I'm going to start my business at 20. Then when I'm 50, to a black person, they say, man, 50, I'm 20 years old. Fuck, 50-year-old niggas is old. Fuck them. Fuck all of that whole conversation, nigga. You ask a young black person right now, how you see yourself when you 75? The way they face look, you gonna know that they gonna be looking at you like, I didn't think about that. That's dead ages to me. Mind you, most of us that's black, you're gonna be here when you're 70, 80, but there's no plan for that. You haven't even seen yourself there. So we just living through life, transcending through these different ages or stages of our being, having not even been prepared to make it there. Think about that. You 8 years old, you gonna be 20. Nobody grooming you to 20. When you turn 20, you like, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 20. Everybody in my neighborhood say I ain't gonna make it past 21. Now I'm 28, but I had no plan for past 21 because everybody said we was gonna die by then. This how we live. Most of y'all, if I ask you, what's your plan for when you 80? You say, I don't have one. I don't even know. I didn't think I was gonna be alive. That's too far away. I didn't think about life then. That part. Now, when you turn 80, do you get my point? You're gonna be 80 like I am. There's so much shit I could have had planned for myself for 80, but I ain't never even thought about myself being around at 80 to even have anything planned for me to do at 80. This is why 20-year-olds, they just lingering around. They don't have no plan for themselves at 20. Because when they was 13, 14, 15, nobody was sitting them down like, yo, you're going to be 25, 30. I always tell my daughter that. You better stop getting lost in the moment. Your ass going to be my age. The hell you get it? 10 years from now, I'm going to be 10 years older. I'll tell my kids straight. I got gray hair. You better stop getting lost, man. You don't know how much longer you got me. Your ass ain't even a kid no more. You get it? Become aware. Prepare for later. You going to be here till you 90 years old. You want to be struggling at 90? And this is a reality most of y'all need. You a little teenager, you going to be here at 20. You don't want to get turned 26 and be like, damn, what am I supposed to be doing? I thought I'd be dead by 21. Then we live our life like that behind the curb, where we become the age, but we like, what am I supposed to even be doing? I didn't even, most of the people I grew up with, we didn't think nothing about 40. When I was 25, there was no thought in my mind about, that's probably why I'm 40. I forgot I did have one. But let's say at 19, 20, I didn't. Once I had a kid, then I did. So anything before 19, 20, then I didn't. And so you get my point? I'm 18 years old. There's no thought for like, yo, when you 40, shit, I grow up just dropping like flies. I like, if I make it through the day, blood, that's a whole life. Each day is a whole life, because when you come from the ghettos and things we come from, you get it? You a motherfucking fool planning 10 years down the road and niggas gonna kill you next week. I ain't saying y'all mindset is off. It makes sense for the environment, but we gotta make sure ours could think past the environment. Where they understand, yeah, you in this environment and the niggas up the block already threatened you. They gonna kill you sometime this summer when they catch your ass. But you could still plan for after that. Maybe you make it. You follow? Maybe if they got a mind of the future, then they won't get into the problems they get into now, because they say, no, I got a future. Think if I told you when you 40, there's $1 million waiting for you. You just have to make it to 40. I bet you all of y'all that's young right now will take your ass in the house and not get into any trouble, because you like, at 40 years old, I'm straight. I ain't even tripping. I'm just gonna mind my fucking business. I'll be poor, whatever, who cares? When I'm 40, I'll be rich. All I gotta do is make it to that age. We don't have that. We have the reverse. Your ass ain't gonna make it to 40, nigga. So why is you wasting your time? And you get it? We gotta start regrooming our young's mind. And that, if they have a mind like, I'm gonna be here at 50 years old, I need something to do. You get it? Once you know you're gonna be somewhere for a long time, then you start making like the place home, and you start making it how you need it to be for you. But if you view yourself as just a person in a place and you don't know where you're gonna be the next moment from the next, that don't happen. That's how we live when we black. You get my point? We live like, I don't know if I'm going to be here 1 minute, there the next minute. I don't know if I'm going to be here for a long time. Whatever place I'm in, it's not actually my place. I'm the visitor in this motherfucker. Even if it is my place, they stole it from me, so I'm the visitor. And that is hard for us to plan and build and start doing things for the long haul, because we ain't got shit to call our own where we like, nah, this is mine. I'm gonna be here for a while. I might as well make the best of this shit. Most of y'all ain't living life like that. Where you like, I'm gonna be here till I'm 90. I might as well get my shit together. Ain't no need on living this shit every year till I'm 90. Like that. But you don't see yourself at 90, so you don't see the suffering of if you stay how you are now. You 30. If you stay how you are now, you just keep repeating these cycles till you 90. But you don't think till you 90. So you don't see like, damn, that's 60 years. You got people that's 80 years old right now. They're still suffering cycles from when they was in their 20s. They still living out things they're holding on to in their 20s. They don't even realize they 80. There was no thought during them times, I'm going to be here for the next 40, 50 years. And if I don't get off this dumb accord, I'm going to be suffering, wasting my life away till I'm 80 holding on to nothing. You get my point? But you have to see yourself like, some of y'all 60 right now, you think it's over for you. And that's because you black. You like, what the fuck do I need to plan for my future? I'm 60, I'm going to be dying soon probably. You don't have the mind to say, damn, I just finished 1/2 of my life. I still got a whole nother 50 to go. If you 60 right now, you looking at it like that? Yeah, man, can live to 120. That mean I got a whole nother 60 of this shit to do. Some of y'all 60 right now, you like, oh shit, he right. I didn't think about that. I'm suffering right now at 60, but this shit could last another 60. If somebody puts your mind in that state, do you get my point? You would have been like, I ain't got time to hold on to dumb petty shit, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be in this place for quite a while unless an accident happen. I can't depend on an accident. That part, if y'all don't get murdered or have any like health problems, accidents, then you're going to be here. At least till you're 90, 100. And that, do you get my point? You got to think in that terms. Meaning even when y'all old, y'all still going to want something to do. You get it? You young, you look at it like I'm old, it don't matter. Man, when you get old, you gonna need something to do even more. Cause all the niggas you know gonna be dead, like. No disrespect, but you get it, people die when they get old. And that you need more when you get older, cause you're gonna be done lost so much. And that, do you get my point? Our mind gotta be reset, but damage be kinda done, you know? Nella Burr said, I'm figuring that out at 30. At least you figuring out at 30. Like I said, you got people here 70 years old. They don't realize you still gonna be here another 30 years. Sorry, buddy, you gonna die at 100. In that, they all burnt out at 70 like there's some relief coming. Ain't no relief coming. You gonna live this life. You gonna enjoy this life you got or you not. But it's gonna be here. And this is what we all just have not come to terms with. The life gonna be here. It ain't gonna be however you want it to be. But you still got life and you still got some things to do. Whether you poor, rich, everybody still got their life to live and things to do. And you can't say what tomorrow gonna be. You can't say, oh, I'm 57, 100, I'm 60 years old, I never got rich, it's over. You're gonna be here another 60. You can't say you ain't gonna be the weirdo in life to get rich at 80. That part. An 80-year-old nigga can't have fun with his wealth? That part. Life ain't no script. It's just the gettings the selves together. And you get it? Everybody got their window. Everybody got their 15 minutes of fame. Look at it like that. Everybody get their moment. Everybody gonna get their 15 minutes of fame. And those that ain't satisfied and want more, so then stress yourself out about it. But you get it? From there, you find something you love, something to do, and you always keep yourself busy. You always find new things to do to keep yourself busy that you like. These things having nothing to do with attracting people to watch you or something. It's just something you enjoy. And you get my point? I know it's a deep thing, but try to think on what I'm talking about. Henry the Real said, I'm going to try to be a podcaster to 97. It sounds completely stupid, but salam, shalom. Romeo Akbar said, me overcoming self-doubts. And self-doubt got to do with the people around you. It's like the kid that you see insecure. The kid insecure because wasn't no security put into the kid. It start there. You gonna view yourself as great as the people around you view you, because that's your boost or your, you get it? You got your talent, you do whatever you do, but you still need somebody to see it. Like, oh yeah, you are fucking genius. Or you are great at basketball or this or that, for it to be all the way real for you. And that, you get it? Self-doubt just have to do with that. If you got self-doubt, that means you just around people that don't appreciate whatever talents you have, or maybe you don't have any yet because you was filled up with doubt before you could find any. But it start there. You got to do something to build the confidence. I mean, you have to have a reason to be confident. And you have to be good at whatever that reason is. That's what's going to build the confidence. Outside of that, you're going to have doubts. You're going to have to take baths a lot in this life on a mental and spiritual level. The same way you're going to have to wash your ass a lot physically in this life, because you're going to keep getting dirty. It don't matter if you clean yourself today. By week's ends, you're going to be sweaty and dirty and smelly. You're going to need to wash your ass again. I'm not saying wash your ass once a week. I hope y'all ain't get that out that message. I'm just making a point that you're going to keep getting dirty mentally and emotionally, and you're going to have to keep cleaning yourself. It ain't going to ever stop. But so this is the process of life. And then becoming dirty and then cleaning yourself again. Now I have to depart. I forgot I have to call my grandson. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you pay your dues. Those of y'all that haven't. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that. I'm going to come back maybe in an hour or two and do the doll video. Peace and wisdom. Everyone doubted me in high school. Solace. I'm going to show everyone I'm really that guy. Yeah, you got the wrong mindset of things, champ. People can doubt you if they want. A person could not like what you do. That's on them. Like, you get my point? You getting too lost into what I'm saying. You think life is like a competition or proving something. You get it? It ain't gonna never matter till you prove it to yourself and believe it. If you gotta show somebody else that you was something because they said you wasn't, then that means you wasn't. And you are whatever they say regardless. What happens when you come to show them that you were something and they still like you were nobody? Then what? That part. You have to know you. That's that. And you get my point? It's all simple, Henry the Real. You currently not nothing because you said, I'm going to show everyone I'm really that guy. That means you haven't done it yet. You're not that guy because the mindset that you got. You follow? And so, you'll figure it out. Now I have to depart. Y'all enjoy y'all afternoon. Big Usia.